My child, you are about to become sick. Yes, and I am telling you something very crucial that if you will follow with all your heart, you can prevent this tragedy from happening to you. My child, I do not speak without purpose. Every word from my mouth is deliberate, carrying the weight of eternity, carrying the love that I have for you before the foundation of the world. I see what is approaching you, though you do not yet see it. I know the path of your blood, the rhythm of your heart, the silent patterns in your body that whisper of a coming weakness. I know the burdens you have been carrying, the long nights, the restless thoughts, the constant strain on your soul. I have seen you pressing forward in your own strength, unaware of the subtle shadows gathering at the edge of your health. You are precious to me, and I will not watch silently while harm approaches you. That is why I'm speaking now. This is not to frighten you, but to awaken you. I speak because I love you. I speak because I have written your days in my book, and they are meant to be full of life, not cut short by what could have been prevented. Listen to me, my child, with the ears of your spirit. Set aside your distractions for this moment, for what I am telling you is of greater value than gold or silver, more urgent than the tasks that clamor for your attention. You have ignored the small warnings in your body. You have brushed aside the signals I placed within you. The moments of tiredness you called normal. The small pains you explained away. The sudden waves of heaviness you pushed through. But I placed those signs in you to make you pause, to make you remember that your body is not your own. It is my temple. I gave it to you as a vessel to carry my light, and when you neglect it, you dim that light. My child, there is a sickness on the road ahead, not sent by me, but arising from the world you live in, a world broken by sin, filled with poisons in its food, its air, its thoughts, and its ways. The enemy would desire to use these to weaken you, to distract you, to silence your voice. But I am giving you a way of escape, and if you will listen closely and obey, you will walk through this season untouched. First, still your heart. You rush too much. You think your life depends on your speed, but your strength is not in constant motion. Your strength is in me. You must come back to the quiet place. When you rest in me, I heal you without you even realizing it. When you cease striving, I can begin my work in the deep places where no doctor can reach, where no medicine can touch. The stress you have carried is like a constant storm inside you, and storms exhaust the vessel that sails through them. Let me speak peace, be still to your inner sea. When the storm within you calms, your body will begin to heal. Second, my child, you must change what you allow to enter your body. You have taken in things that have burdened your blood and inflamed your organs. You have fed yourself without asking me, "Is this good for the temple you have given me?" But I tell you now, what you eat, what you drink, what you breathe, all shape the state of your health. I have given you foods that grow from the earth, full of the life I spoke into them. Choose them. Leave behind what man has twisted and filled with chemicals and greed. Water your body with pure water, not with the drinks of this age that are sweet but secretly destroy. If you will honor me with what you consume, you will find that your strength returns, and the sickness waiting for you will find no doorway to enter. Third, my child, your mind and emotions are gateways to your health. Bitterness, worry, fear, and hidden grief weaken the defenses I built within you. They drain your energy and open your body to harm. But I have given you a greater way. Forgive, even when the wound is deep. Let go of what you cannot control, and trust me with it. Speak life over yourself. Speak my promises aloud, for they are not empty words. They are living seeds that bear fruit in your very cells. The joy of the Lord is your strength, not only in your spirit but in your flesh. A cheerful heart is like medicine, and a downcast spirit crushes the bones. Choose joy daily, not because life is perfect, but because I am with you. Fourth, my child, you must move the body I gave you. I designed it for motion, for walking, for working in the rhythm of creation. Too much stillness will weaken what I intended to be strong. Rise in the morning and give me the first steps of your day. Walk in the light of the sun I made for you. Breathe deeply the air I give freely. Stretch your hands toward heaven and thank me for your body as it is, even before it is healed. Gratitude draws my healing closer to you. Fifth, do not neglect sleep. I made the night for rest, not for constant labor. When you sleep, I repair what is broken. I restore what is worn down. But you have often cut your rest short, thinking you are saving time, when in truth you are spending the strength of tomorrow to pay for the rush of today. Honor the cycle I gave you. Let the evening be a time of peace, not of frantic work. Turn your heart to me before you sleep, and you will wake with more than physical strength. You will wake with renewed spirit. My child, I know you are hearing these words and thinking of all the ways you have not done them. But I am not here to condemn you. I am here to invite you into life. I do not give warnings without offering a path to safety. I do not show you the danger without giving you the keys to overcome it. The enemy would want you to feel hopeless, to think it is too late, that the sickness is already at your door. But I tell you, if you will obey me now, this danger will pass over you. I will strengthen your immune system like a wall of fire. I will cleanse your blood and make your mind clear. I will restore your energy until you walk in the vigor of youth again. You will look back and say, surely the Lord spared me, but you must partner with me. I have set before you life and death, blessing and curse. Choose life, that you may live. My child, there is something else. Do not neglect prayer in this matter. Speak with me about your body as you do about your soul. Invite my spirit into every cell. Ask me to illuminate the areas you must change, even the hidden ones. As you pray, I will guide your steps, even to the smallest detail: what to eat, when to rest, who to avoid, what to embrace. I am your shepherd. I lead you beside still waters for your soul, and also for your health. Do not be deceived by the way the world treats sickness. They medicate without asking why the sickness came. They treat symptoms without addressing the roots. But I, your maker, know your roots. I can tell you where the problem began, whether in your body, in your thoughts, or in your spirit. I can heal it at the source. But you must be willing to hear the truth, even if it is uncomfortable, even if it means laying aside habits you have clung to for years. And hear this, my child. Some of the sickness you face is not from nature but from spiritual attack. The enemy strikes the body to discourage the soul. But I have given you authority in my name to rebuke that attack. Stand in the truth of my word. Declare that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Resist the devil, and he will flee from you. This is not mere poetry, it is spiritual law. When you stand in faith, heaven moves on your behalf. You must also guard your eyes and ears. What you watch, what you listen to, affects your heart, and your heart affects your health. Do not fill yourself with fear by consuming endless words of trouble, crisis, and evil. Instead, fill your mind with my truth, with testimonies of my power, with songs that lift your spirit. The atmosphere you live in can either bring life or drain it from you. Choose an atmosphere where my presence dwells, and you will find sickness has no home in you. I see your future, my child, and I desire it to be long and fruitful. You have work yet to do, people yet to love, assignments yet to fulfill. The days ahead are important, and I will not have them stolen from you by preventable harm. That is why I am speaking to you with such urgency. Take my words seriously. Write them down. Begin today, not tomorrow. The longer you wait, the more ground the enemy can take. But if you begin now, you will be surprised how quickly your strength returns. And when you are healed, for you shall be healed if you obey, do not forget me. Do not return to the ways that weakened you. Instead, teach others what I have taught you. Become an example of what happens when a child listens to the voice of their father. Let your testimony bring hope to those who are already sick, that they too may turn to me and live. My child, you have prayed for protection many times, and I have answered in ways you did not even see. This is one of those answers. I am protecting you now, before the harm comes. I am showing you the path away from danger. Will you walk in it? Will you trust that I know better than your habits, your cravings, your schedules? Will you lay aside what is temporary to gain what is eternal? The sickness that now threatens you is not only from the world outside. Part of it has been shaped by the way you have treated the life I have given you. The words you have spoken in anger or fear have planted seeds in your soul. The food you have eaten without care for my temple has burdened your body. The sleepless nights you chose for distraction instead of rest have stolen from your strength. The grudges you have held have poisoned your peace. These things, my child, create an atmosphere where sickness can grow. You live in a world that has been broken since the fall of man. And yes, some battles come upon you because of that brokenness. But many storms in your life are not from the enemy's hand alone. They rise from your own choices. The darkness you feel pressing in has often been fed by the very things you have clung to. And because I love you, I am speaking plainly. You cannot walk in the light while holding on to what belongs to the night. You must understand that every choice you make either draws you into my light or into shadow. Every action shapes your heart, and your heart shapes your life. If you speak words of bitterness, you water the roots of darkness within. If you entertain thoughts of fear, you give strength to the lies that bind you. If you feed your body with what is harmful, you weaken the vessel I made for you. These things are not punishment from me. They are the natural result of the seeds you sow. I told you long ago that whatever a person sows, they will also reap. This is not cruelty, it is truth. If you plant thorns, you will not gather grapes. If you plant neglect, you will not harvest health. But my child, do not mistake my words for condemnation. I am not casting you aside. I am calling you to turn. The darkness that grows from your actions can also be uprooted by your actions when guided by my Spirit. The same freedom you used to choose wrongly, you can now use to choose rightly. And when you choose what is good, you will begin to see the darkness retreat. You must start by looking honestly at your ways. Do not excuse what has been harming you. Do not say, "This is just how I am," or "It's too late to change." I have given you my Spirit to reveal truth, even the uncomfortable truth. When I show you a habit, a thought, a pattern that is leading you toward harm, do not argue with me. Do not cling to it because it feels familiar. Light will always feel strange to eyes that have grown used to the dark. But as you walk in it, your sight will clear. One reason your own choices have brought you into darkness is that you have forgotten to bring me into them. You have decided in haste, acted on impulse, or followed the crowd without asking me if the path was right. You have made decisions for your body, for your mind, for your relationships, based on what felt good in the moment, not on what was eternal. My child, feelings are like the wind. They change quickly and can carry you far from the place of safety if you follow them without a compass. I am that compass. Without me, even the good you try to do can lead you into harm. There are also times when you knew the right thing to do but delayed it. You told yourself, "Tomorrow I will forgive. Tomorrow I will rest. Tomorrow I will stop this habit." But tomorrow never came, and in the waiting, the seed of harm grew into something larger. Sickness in the body often begins with sickness in the soul, and sickness in the soul begins with disobedience, the kind that is small enough to ignore but strong enough to grow if left unchecked. And yes, my child, there are times when the darkness came because you sought comfort in the wrong places. Instead of bringing your pain to me, you drowned it in pleasures, in distractions, in substances, in the approval of others. These things may have dulled the ache for a moment, but they also dimmed your spirit and clouded your judgment. They left your body and soul more vulnerable than before. You must understand that the enemy watches for these openings. He cannot create the door, but he will walk through it if you build it. When you choose bitterness, he uses it. When you neglect your health, he exploits it. When you let fear rule you, he amplifies it. And soon the darkness that began as a shadow in one corner spreads to fill the room. But my child, you are not powerless. You were never meant to be a prisoner to your own choices. I gave you my word so you would know the way. I gave you my spirit so you would have strength to walk in it. And I gave you my Son so that even when you fall, you can rise again without condemnation. This is the way to avoid the darkness. Walk with me daily, not just in moments of crisis. Let every choice be brought into my light before you make it. If it cannot stand in my presence, do not choose it. Guard your body as you would guard a holy place, because it is. Ask me before you eat, before you drink, before you take on burdens that will drain you. Rest when I say rest, even if the world calls you lazy. Move when I say move, even if the world calls you foolish. Protect your mind from the flood of fear and corruption that pours through the world's voices. Fill it instead with my truth, for what you think shapes what you choose, and what you choose shapes who you become. You must also learn to be quick to forgive. Unforgiveness is one of the enemy's favorite tools to bring sickness into the body. It festers in the soul, releases poison into the heart, and over time it can even weaken your immune system. Science will discover this. But I have told you long before, a heart that clings to anger will weigh down the flesh. Forgive, not because they deserve it, but because I have forgiven you. When you release others, you release yourself from the chain that has been pulling you into the dark. Choose also to speak life. Your tongue is powerful, more powerful than you realize. Words can create an atmosphere in your home, in your body, in your spirit. When you speak fear, you invite it. When you speak death, you welcome it. But when you speak life, my promises, my truth, my goodness, you fill the space around you with light. Even your body responds to words of hope. Speak over yourself as I speak over you. You shall live and not die. You are my beloved. You are healed. You are whole. And my child, do not isolate yourself. Darkness grows faster in isolation. When you walk alone, you are more easily deceived. I have placed people in your life who can strengthen you, correct you, and remind you of my ways. But you have often kept your struggles hidden, ashamed or afraid to be judged. This secrecy allows the enemy to work in the shadows. Bring your struggles into the light, with me, and with those who walk in my spirit. Confess where you have erred, not to be shamed, but to be set free. To avoid the darkness, you must also learn to listen. I speak to you more often than you realize. Sometimes it is a whisper in your heart. Sometimes it is a word through another person. Sometimes it is the unease you feel when about to make a wrong choice. But too often, you have silenced my voice with noise, endless entertainment, constant busyness, the opinions of others. Make room to hear me. Without my guidance, you will stumble. With it, you will walk in light. If you do, you will find not only healing but a deeper intimacy with me. For as you care for the temple I have given you, you will feel my pleasure. You will sense my presence more clearly. Your prayers will flow more freely because your mind will not be weighed down by constant fatigue and pain. You will serve me with joy because your body will not resist the work I have called you to do. My child, you are about to become sick. Yes, and I am telling you something very crucial that if you will follow with all your heart, you can prevent this tragedy from happening to you. My child, I see what you cannot see. I know the path of your days and the weight of your decisions. I know the invisible threads that tie your past choices to your present condition. I know the moments when you acted without asking me, when you chose your own way, thinking it was harmless, not realizing that each choice is a seed, and seeds always grow into something. You ask why darkness sometimes comes into your life, why weakness overtakes your body, why confusion clouds your mind, why your spirit feels heavy. I tell you the truth. Sometimes it is not because I have willed it, but because you have opened the door through your own actions. I gave you freedom, for love without freedom is not love at all. But freedom carries responsibility, and responsibility requires wisdom. When you ignore wisdom, you invite consequences. And know this, avoiding darkness is not about living in fear of doing wrong. It is about living so closely with me that the wrong loses its attraction. When you taste the sweetness of my presence, the bitterness of sin will no longer tempt you. When you walk in my light daily, you will see clearly enough to avoid the snares before you step into them. This is why I tell you to seek me first, before all else. Now, my child, I have spoken. The choice is before you. Will you continue to act in ways that feed the darkness, or will you turn and walk in my light? If you choose me, I will guide you step by step. I will teach you how to care for the body I gave you, how to feed your soul with truth, how to keep your spirit free from the snares of the enemy. Come then, lay down the things that have been harming you. Let go of the choices that have brought you to this place. Take my hand, and I will lead you out. For I am the Lord your God, and I delight to bring my children into life. Amen.